My name is Peter Strong. I live in Sydney and work with a crew called Oms Not Bombs. We sort of fill the gap in the space between protests and parties. Head out of town tonight, out of Sydney, and we're going to at least get over the mountains and then maybe park up, see how the energy levels of the drivers go. But there's two vehicles, this combi and the peace bus in the convoy, and we're just having a look at a map here.
My people have also come from the area where the Maralinga bombs were tested in South Australia.
Well, to me, EARTHDREAM is like an interactive peace convoy, and it's addressing land rights, uranium and sustainable energy issues by actually going out into the outback and meeting up with Aboriginal people, trying to make some alternative energy develop. It's like a village on wheels, you know. It'll have people that do mechanical stuff. People can do healing stuff, music, making installations, or a vehicle to bring people together to try and forge ahead, you know, into a future of earth-friendly technology and more tolerant society, you know. I was 20 when I came out here in '87. My dad's an Australian. I didn't really want to come out at first. I was really enjoying the UK and festivals and music and just getting into it. And I came out here, and first 6 months I wanted to go home. I went to art college and met up with some people that I liked, and since then it's just been all go. I haven't really looked back. I make music with samplers and drum machines and sequencers. I jam with a band called Non-Bossy Posse, where everyone just locks into the BPM and adds their bit.
People erect a new steeple, a different way to be, a unity for everybody, you see.
I make voice samples when I'm DJing. I've got a sampler next to the deck so I can play voice samples about different issues, you know, uranium or anti-racism, and have that in the mix, that sort of documentary of different issues, documentary as we've called it. The EARTHDREAM convoy is heading to Beverley uranium mine for a peaceful protest in support of the local Adnyamathanha people who oppose the mining.
We're going to try and try and try and try until we stop the mining. That's all we want. So we get friends backing us up. We invite them to come in from wherever. They're welcome to come to Beverley mine.
During the peace camp, over 30 people were arrested.
Get back away from him, you fucking bastard! Curses on you by the name of Newick!
Now! Don't wait for your superiors.
Now!
Back away! Back away! Back away! Back away! Back away! Move away!
You got peppered? Did the security guards pepper you?
Your game's up, your party's over, you fellas.
So the game's at one?
Your game's up, your party's over, you fellas.
Yeah, okay.
Your game's up, your party's over, you fellas.
Like that? Yeah. Okay, good.
This is just samples of someone's camera, basically, and we're just sampling them, and we're going to use them to, I'm going to use some to put over some of my tracks, and Pete's going to take some back and put them over the latest Non-Bossy Posse album, aren't you?
You ain't the law on this land here.
Yeah?
This is our land. This is our ancient land, our dream time. This is our land. This is our ancient land, our dream time.
Another crew that have been very instrumental in the EARTHDREAM concept is Mutoid Waste Company from UK, but mostly living in Melbourne. And if you've seen Mad Max, you get an idea of what these guys do. It's amazing fire shows and sculptures using waste recycled metal. I think Mutoid Waste have just sort of documented or started this modern tribalism by making totem poles out of the old things of our society like military equipment and rendering them useless, but presenting them as art.
Who feels like going 1, 2, 3, lift!
Give it a go, and if we don't get it off the ground, we
Yeah,
need more people.
Let's see you lined up along the front of the wings, front edge of the wings. Let's see you there.
Just rekindling a spark of tribalism that's within all of us that we've lost.
1, 2, 3, lift!
What Mutoid Waste have done is just said, well, anyone can do it. All you need is creativity. You don't need lots of money. You can just use scrap. And it's a big statement on recycling and waste. It's very elemental, the idea of remixing, whether it's music or objects. And I think Mutoid Waste do it very well, yeah.
How's it looking?
Oh, it's looking fine. It's looking fine. It went in smooth as a baby.
Peace Bus was bought off Oz Experience years ago by Sydney Uni. This is like a moving, living mural, this bus. As we've been going along, people have been adding different things to it. It's really always on call for protests or things like what we're doing here.
I've been to your Westing Mining Shareholders meeting in Sydney. I've seen you, Morgan, and all the crowd there. And we've given you notice. We've given all this mob notice to shut this place down.
So you were responsible for presiding over the field day when people were beaten. Why are you still responsible for this kind of action with us?
I'm the officer in
Why
charge
are you being
of this area,
investigated?
and I have a responsibility, as mentioned, to make sure that the protest that you're in is peaceful, and I don't act between any party, and that's the only reason I'm here.
How is it that an impartial police force manages to spray a 6-year-old Aboriginal girl with capsicum spray? How does that happen?
And still worthwhile as an inquiry on.
Seeing that the discussions have deteriorated to this level, I won't be having any further discussions.
We've tried talking to them, but they won't talk to us. So we're going to use the Peace Bus to blockade the main road leading to the mine. Yeah, we're just broadsiding them with a bit of Peace Bus action, Sydney style. We just had an amazing action down there, and we're just giving it a bit more. The other sound system lab rats are still going with the most funkiest political rap I've ever heard, I think.
Oh, that looks nasty.
We're mutagenic.
We're carcinogenic.
We're downright toxic.
I've managed to pull a few tricks out of the old combi, and we've got the mutant, the Garfield shoes. The old Garfield slippers. I've got cats growing out of my feet, all sorts, and the kangaroo ears growing out of my head.
This is good. I mean, they can see the main thing with the music, and that they can see that we're peaceful people, and this is what they need to do to heal their self, is to come out and join in and participate, brother.
We've got a captive audience the other side of the gate there. There's 3 guys on the grandstand all taking footage of us, and what an amazing bunch we are. Everyone's made an effort to dress up. It's a mutant freak show, Reclaim the Streets rock speed.
Somebody will take you to the morning light. He's got to be strong. He's got to be cool. He's got to be larger than life.
Would you care for some cake? 3 days blockading the main gate of one of the biggest mines in Australia, which was awesome, and we managed to avoid any violence.
And what do you eat?
Good to be here. I'm eating some amazing chocolate cake.
We're obviously a tourist.
Courtesy of Greg, because I'm 33 today.
Damn fine.
I've just woken up. Now we're looking for a venue, potential venue site. had a lot of trouble with our venue for Solstice, with a negative reply from Uluru. I first, I think, became kind of radicalised or exposed to alternative things when I was about 16, and I went to Stonehenge Festival. Like, I was at school and I was in the cadets. I was even thinking of joining the army. Going to Stonehenge Festival in '84 really sort of think, wow, there's this whole thing being organised away from the system. There's a whole other thing emerging. I went back to school, and I was still in the cadets, you know, like a staff sergeant. But I was becoming like teaching the squads about like non-violence and stuff in the woods.
And this is surfing, ladies and gentlemen. Reclaim the park in Alice Springs. Just in effect. Here we are, it's a very nice afternoon, the sun's just about to set, playing some nice sunset tunes for everyone.
It's the 19th of June, we're 2 days away from the Solstice gig, and we've exhausted a lot of possibilities with venues that we were looking further afield than Alice.
Keep it landing that song.
Yeah?
Yeah. It is you that are being Oh no, we don't have to cuss.
There's a council meeting going on in the town hall just opposite, and I think the music is getting on their nerves.
Turn it off, or the police will be here in 5 minutes, because we can't hear anything in there. You've been asked 3 times to turn it down, but turn it...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, getting cold. Yeah, we're just still trying to work out what to do. It's, people at Uluru who are from our crew there reckon we should try and do it at a midpoint between the here and there. People who are here reckon we should do it here. And it's the midpoint between here and Uluru in Pana community. It's where Bedlam are tonight doing a show. It's a strictly no alcohol place. So some people think that, quite rightly so, that, you know, we won't be able to control alcohol even if we really push for non-alcohol and put out signs and that. People will still bring some. We're looking for a venue for the Solstice party, which will be the highlight of the Earth Dream tour, but it's not easy to find a suitable place. Steve Bedlam said he was gone to Uluru for the day, and they'll be up here by tonight. So the day before the gig, we're choosing this spot. We're still in the heart of Australia, and lots of people are coming from all over. They're on the road now. I was getting phone calls in the middle of the night. People are en route here. So I'm leaving after this party, so I just want to have a really good time, and I want to see it go off, and then I'll be happy to go back to Sydney.
Yeah.
I do a screen printing clothing business that's been struggling for years, and it's just sort of happening now, and I left my partner in charge of it for a while. It's pretty hard trying to start a new business, and you think you're sort of getting somewhere, then something happens and you're back to square one, but it's pretty up and coming kind of label, techno style designs.
Right.
The label's called Be Cosmic, but most of it's sort of geometric designs mixed with a bit of kind of hip-hop graffiti influence and psychedelic style.
Maybe not.
It's very tricky, eh?
Yeah.
Wait till the end.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got a new place in Camperdown. I had to take out a big loan to get this new premises, and all the loan repayments haven't happened, and people are... If I stay much longer, then I'll have not a lot to go back to.
Yeah, because they're dying. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for techno soccer, Alice Springs style?
We're going to lift this place, lift the vibration with running legs, beating hearts, and a firm foot hitting, scoring a goal!
What about performance-enhancing drugs?
You're only allowed in the field with performance-enhancing drugs.
The goalkeeper was ready, so I banged it, palmed it away, it dropped to him, and he unleashed a fucking 10-yard rocket, man, and it broke the back of the fucking net.
I'll go up the mall.
Are these posters like that, yeah?
There's a couple more. Of the poster on the lamppost. I've been doing it for years. Whatever happens in my life, I always go back to putting up posters. Some people are totally adamant about sound levels going off, and other people are totally adamant, about them going on. If we can just respect each other's where they're coming from, and find some compromise,
Yes, yeah. Well, I reckon a party is a party, and a sound system on 12 or 24 hours a day isn't a party. It just becomes a nuisance.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you over the generator and the music. Yeah, good morning. What do I think of a musical night? Well, I don't know, if it'd be more entertaining, I guess. I don't know.
Fucking shits me. I don't know what right 2 people have to be able to keep a whole fucking camp awake all night for the sake of their alcoholism.
You wanna start a war with me, mate? I'll break your fucking camera over your head, alright?
We're not perfect, We're working out our own stuff as we're pointing a finger at other people and saying, this is wrong. So we've got a few of our own demons we've still got to heal, and alcohol, needing to have drugs at a party instead of getting into the subtle energies of the party energy itself. If you need to get off your head, you're missing the point. There's this amazing energy out in the desert, and you don't really need it.
Hi, I'm Bish, Basham Bish from Brixton, London, England, travelling with the Negus and the Gas sound system and the Bedlam sound system. Travelling through Australia, loving it.
Right here, right now, this clay pan is going to be transformed into a party event for tonight. Going to have some sounds kicking off, all sorts of flavours, some drum and bass, some techno, some trance, some reggae, some hip hop. We're going to go through all sorts of flavours of music throughout the night and the next day and the next night.
Sound system is a big hi-fi. It's a big set of speakers, and but there is, you can go to a place and hire a sound system, but the Bedlam style of sound system is like it's a whole community based around the sound system. They're currently losing money on this tour because it's mostly been free parties. We're going to concentrate on live stuff tomorrow. There's a lot of people who've got little bits and pieces of studio. We're going to put them all together as we're putting 3 sound systems together, and we're going to put everyone's bits and pieces and have a bit of a jam.
We're laborats, and we've got a multimedia sort of a moving thing that involves a wind-powered cinema, a solar-powered sound system, and a visual van that tows it all around.
Yeah, well, it's a really simple concept actually, the veggie van concept. We use recycled vegetable oil, the stuff that they usually throw out, the stuff with bits of chips and bits of chicken and whatever else, and we filter that out, and we've got a special system in our car designed to run on veggie oil.
Best way to show people not to do something is show them that there's an alternative, and we can live and breathe and do that alternative in our day-to-day lives and use it to make music and to show videos and do the fun sort of stuff that we want to do.
My name is Ashara, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. When I first decided to come on Earth Dream, it was because I knew that it was going to entail being on the front lines, going to the mines and protesting, doing actions, and it was like, oh yeah, there's going to be parties and sound system and la la la, but then it's for the earth, and we're going to do protests and we're going to spread consciousness, and I just said, yeah, let's go do it.
We've got to come together.
It's 9 o'clock and it's the night of the solstice party, and it's finally happening after all these years of talking, and we're 10k out of Alice, so we've got an amazing sight.
Doesn't matter what nationality you are.
Join us and speak out.
Community and the protesters are working together.
There's all sorts of things planned for tonight. It's a bit of a peak date of the whole Earth Dream tour. I'll be heading back after this party, back to Sydney. I've got to go back and address a few things back there with the screen printing clothing business. The Empire's sinking, so I've got to go and sort that out.
Your game's up, your party's over, you fellas.
This is our land. This is our land. This is our ancient land, our dream park. Dream park. Dream park. Dream park. This is our land.
I think Earth Dream, you know, sent a shudder sort of up the heart of Australia in the people that only vision of the land is for what they can gain out of it materially. I think it would have had a huge impact battling it on with police in Beverley, or having a street party outside the Roxby mine.
What do we want?
Clean energy, free energy, solar, wind power and water.
I mean, obviously it hasn't stopped those mines. You know, Roxby's still mining uranium and Beverley's still in operation, but I think it just gives people the inspiration to keep going with their campaigns, just to see that many people can be mobilised, you know.
Big climb to future. Future! Now.
Yeah, I think it has changed me a bit, you know, sort of broadened my outlook, and put me in a few situations out of my comfort zone. Sort of forged different aspects of my character, perhaps, you know, and it's not all easy, but it's an amazing experience, yeah.
We do not want a national radioactive waste repository dump on our land.